Hello, everybody. Back once again for another RHCSA video. Um, as last time we went over user management, now today we're going to go over group management. And we're going to stick today with our Avengers kind of theme today. So hoping you guys are a big kind of Marvel Avengers fan as I am. So let's get started. So last time we went over some new commands, use how to create users using user add, deleting users, user del command. We learned the user mod command to change user properties. So today we're going to kind of do the same thing, but we're going to utilize groups. So this may not be as long as videos as the first one, but this kind of it's kind of the similar framework and pattern of user management. So so account management or operation you want to call it is basically a collection of user accounts. Groups are very useful for system administrators to manage permissions and maintain like a work environment, organized working environment for your organization. So there are two types of groups, which are primary groups, which is automatically created by default when you create a new user. So let's let's uh let's go ahead and see that. So let's create a user. So I'm gonna say user add. Let's say um Thanos. Say Thanos. User add Thanos. So we're going to grep uh, Thanos, and we're going to find his information here. So if you notice, so when we just create Thanos, so this is Thanos' user login, and then here this is his group. This is Thanos' group. So whenever you create a user, you by default the naming convention of that group is going to be the same as the login. So when you do a user add Thanos, the primary group is going to be called Thanos. And you can change those, but we're not going to do that to yet. But just to kind of hit it home here, again, when you create a user, so it could be named, Bob, and the primary group will be called Bob. So now the other group is called a secondary group. So this group can be created, modified, and deleted by privileged users, kind of similar to regular user or normal user accounts. Same way. It's the same thing. So there's a lot of mirroring of the user management video that I posted earlier. Um, so if you haven't watched that, check that out. And it's a little longer than this one, but this one's not going to be. I'm not trying to make this one too long. But I don't want to bore everybody to death with this looking at all these videos. Um, and also now again, as like we said in the first video, there are different properties. There are two different properties. So what I mean by properties, they're user like kind of like this will be a property. So this will be a this will be in the user properties. Password is user property. So for groups, you have group account properties and you have group admin properties. So as we know with the Etsy/password, which we are in, that's for the login information, user information. And then as the same, we can go to we can go for the groups like Etsy/groups. So let's cat. So let's take a look. So cat et/etc and group. As here it is, groups. Here's all the groups and all as you can tell at the bottom, here's all the up until you get to student. You have and my username here. You have those are normal. Those are primary groups, and these are up here mostly system groups. So you can tell by the GUID, which is the group ID, group user ID. So when we want to look at admin properties in here, which we'll go to, we'll cat, and we'll go to um, the gshadow, kind of like this use like the shadow command in user management video. So so oh, cat g, not password, shadow. There we go. So this would be the group admin properties. You find them here in the shadow file directory. So let's clear. So let's start. Let's get all that out the way, and let's start doing some stuff here. Let's start creating stuff here. Let's create a group. Let's create our first group. So in order to create group, we're gonna use a different command. So this is very similar commands to the user commands. So instead of like user add to create a user, we're going to use group add. So we're going to go group group. My fat finger it. Oh, don't want to do that. My typing is very bad today. Group add. Say we're gonna have group add. Let's say let's say superheroes. So we're gonna have a group called Super Heroes Group. So this is the superheroes group. So we just created a superheroes group. Let's create another one. Let's create villains. Probably spelled it wrong. What the heck? Villains. Probably spelled it wrong. All right, but you get the point. So superheroes, villains. So excuse me, guys, if I spelled everything wrong. But you get the point here. But this is two groups, villains. So we created two groups. So let's start. Let's create some. You know what? Let's go ahead and start creating. We create some superheroes. Let's create some villains. We already got Thanos in there. Let's let's go ahead and create a couple. Let's create what's another that's right. We're gonna put Doctor Doom, and let's put Doctor Doom. Then we're gonna have what else? Another villain in here. What was let's put Ultron. All right, let's put that in there. All right. So we have three heroes, three villains. All right. So going back to groups. So we created our first group with the group add command. So if we want to, we want to let's grep if we want to verify a group information. So let's grep, kind of similar to what we did in the user video. So we're going to grep super heroes grep superheroes, excuse me, etc /group. There you go. So here's the superhero login and the password, which is in the shadow, but it's encrypted. And here's the GUID, the group ID of the group. And we can do the same thing with, let's go ahead with villains. All right. Or villains. All right. And here's the UID, GUID, I'm sorry. And it's clear. All right. So now that's how we're able to check group properties. So next, let's start adding some people. Let's start adding some people to the group. Let's start adding something. So we're going to introduce a new command to add groups. So this command's called gpasswd. So let's just say, hey, I'm not sure what that is. So let's go look at man GPS password. So this is to administer the group and /etc/shadow. Here is the syntax for syntax for the group. So you have the gpasswd option and the destination, the group. So this is commonly used for for only like for administrators, for members and their passwords. You can use, there's different options similar to, a lot of user mod, for example, different options. So like, I want you to pay attention to a few of them. So we have different flags like a -A. So this is going to suit our purpose for here. We want to add a user to the group. So, and then you have options to delete a user with this flag. So what we're going to mainly go around, and then you have administrators. So, and the M flag. So these four flags we're gonna be using in this video here today. So let's go ahead and add someone. So let's see who we got. Let's just see who we got. We oh oh so it's cat slash etc ass. All right. So we have Hulk. We have Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thanos, Doctor Doom. So let's add let's add one user to the superheroes group, and let's add uh, let's add users. Let's add a user to the villains group. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and let's clear here, and then let's go to G password G, and then that's the command. Then we're going to need a flag option for -A for add. Then the destination, the destination will be the group name. So the group name, oh, sorry, not the group name, but the argument, the user. So we're going to put, um, let's put, let's put, Thor. Let's put Thor, and the target is superheroes. So let's verify this. So let's verify. All right, group. There it is. And look at that. Thor's in there. Cool. All right. So let's add someone to the villains group. So let's go ahead and all right. So we're gonna change some things here. So let's say Thanos. So he's going into villains. Yes. So there it is. And And we can verify that by going here. There it is. See? Thanos. He's a member. There you go. So now we know how to add users and groups, users to groups. So the next we're going to do, this is a single user. So let's go ahead and got a good one. So let's add multiple users. So we want to be careful when we add multiple users. The reason being is that, when you use, there's a specific flag that you use to add multiple users. So it's important that when you add multiple users to a group, it will replace the existing users unless you include them while adding the new ones. To retain existing users, you will need to list all users, both existing and new. So together when you're executing command. So let me show you why. So let me show you something. So, and this is why. So let's say we're going to use gpasswd. Oh, let's go here. Let's go here. Password. All right. So to add multiple, we're going to use another flag option. I keep saying flag, but option, a capital M. So it's going to mean multiple. So what we're going to do is we're going to add, let's say, Iron Man, and who else do we have? Spider Man, and we're going to, our target group is super heroes. Boom. Now let's see. This is what I was talking about earlier. So let's grep super we'll go grep, have it tabbed back here. So we're going to grep superheroes. Here you go. See, this is the reason why this is important. So when I added Iron Man and Spider-Man to superheroes, they pretty much overwritten that group, and it removed Thor from that group. So in order to put Thor in that group, so Thor would be a new entry, and the existing entries would be Iron Man and Spider-Man. So to do this, we will use kind of the same command here, and let's comma Iron Man into that. So let's see if Iron Man's there. There he is. So just remember, when you're adding multiple users to a group, you want to use the existing and new groups. It's like you're adding the existing ones again, but you're not. But let's make sure that you can copy and paste them there, but make sure you use existing and new ones. So that's how you add multiple users. So if we want to, let's just say, hey, you know what? Let's do the same thing for the villains. Let's do the same thing for the villains. All right. So let's let's see what we got. Let's see what we got villains. We got Thanos already in there. Let's let's cat let's cat slash etc slash all right, so we have Dr. Doom and Ultron. So what we're going to do is clear. All right, so we're going to do kind of the same thing here. So whenever you want to go to the beginning of a line, just do capital A and then capital E for the big end of the line. So we'll just control A. So let's go here. Yeah, all right, let's do, what was it? Dr. Doom. Oh, don't want to do that again. That's Thanos, because he isn't existing. Dr. Doom and Ultron. And they are in the villains group. Villains. All right. Oh, misspelled that group wrong. All right. So let's verify that. All right. So let's verify the members of that group. So, all right. There we go. Thanos, Doctor Doom, Ultron. So we have our superheroes and we have our Avengers and the superheroes. We have our evil villains in the villain group. So that's how you do it. So we got two more things to go before we wrap this up. So let's just say, hey, we want to name someone the team captain, which would be the admin. So let's make someone like a team admin of group admin of these groups. So in order to do that, we're going to introduce the last flag option of the day. So we're going to gpasswd. So we're going to gpasswd, and we're going to, let's just say we're going to make Iron Man that team captain, and then we're going to go oh, forgot my option, -A, and then Iron Man, and then superheroes. Boom. And in order to verify that, we're going to use the grep superheroes. Oh, superheroes. All right, and /etc. Oh, /etc. /gshadow. So, notice anything? Remember, if you look up here, you remember we grep for the villains in this group? If you notice this section here if you notice here, we have Iron Man twice here. So Iron Man here is a group member, but then here, between these semicolons here, he is the team captain or team admin, if you want to say that. So let's grep here. So if you notice here, villains does not have a captain. So let's promote let's promote Thanos as the captain. So what we're going to do is we're going to change some things here. That way you don't have to type it all out. So we kind of do, but let's go Thanos, and then villains. All right. So in order to grep that, all right, we have Thanos, but then let's go here and that shadow. Let's go to the shadow file. So instead of here, we're going to grep for villains. There it is. Thanos here, right here is the captain. So, all right. So, and well, and then also, let's say, you know what? Hmm, let's do something else. Let's remove someone. Let's just say, man, let's just say Thanos and Doctor Doom and Ultron had a big argument. Someone has to leave the group. So, well, has to be Ultron. Poor Ultron. So, so let's go ahead and use a different flag. So we're going to use we're going to go G, oh, 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 G password dash D option. And we're going to, so to remove, we dash D, we're going to go to Ultron and the villains group. All right. So to verify this, well, here it is. So we could have used it the group too, but as you can see, Ultron's been kicked out. So let's just say, hey, the Avengers, they got in a big argument. Let's just say someone had to leave too. So let's see here. Well, well, considering Thor and Iron Man were there first, just Spider-Man kind of was late to the party. So let's just remove Spider-Man. Let's say him, he's young, he's a young kid. Let's get him out of there. For the seasoned guys. Like, so let's go with Spider-Man. And then group super heroes. Bang. All right. So let's verify the superheroes. Superheroes. All right. Oh, superheroes. Boom. There it is. Gone. All right. So, all right. Okay, he's gone. All right. Oh, did I remove Thor? I can add Thor, but I'm not worried about Thor. But to get the point of it is we move Spider-Man's no longer here. He's no longer in our group anymore. So again, so so that's it. So well, we covered. Oh, one more thing. We wanted to delete a group. So all right. So let's say I want this. I want to delete. I'm gonna clear this. I want to delete the group. So let's say we're going to use another the last new command, group delete, group del. So group del, and we're going to use superheroes. Uh, there we go. So, and then let's do the same thing with villains. Villains. All right. So let's verify. So let's cat slash etc slash group. All right. So all gone. So let's verify. Let's verify the users are there. All right. Everybody's still there. We just removed the group. So they're still there. So that was it, guys. So today we covered same kind of similar to the user management group video. Same commands, not same commands, but kind of the different same framework. So we learned today, just to go over recap. So we went over what groups are, what two types of groups are, two types of groups, and we learned new commands today. The group add to create the group. We use grep again we use grep to verify the group and their properties. Um, oh, One thing I did forget to add, can't believe it, guys didn't let me know. We have the group mod command. The group mod command is similar to the group to user mod. So let's let's just create a group again. So let's go ahead and group add. Let's group add let's say, I don't know, Power Rangers. I'm just gonna say that. All right, Power Rangers. I'll probably butcher Power Rangers. Sorry, guys. Power Rangers. All right. So let's add that. So let's grep Power Rangers and the slash etc slash uh yeah group. So the Power Rangers group ID is 1012. So let's just say we wanted to do, let's say, 1020. So how to do that is kind of similar to the user mod. We use the group mod. So we use the group mod, and then dash G. So this will be, we're changing the GID, and then the group name, Power Rangers, Power Rangers. And oh, I forgot one important thing. Can't believe I forgot that. So after the dash G, we want to put a new number in. So we're going to put 1020 for the Power Rangers. And then we are going to, oh, I can't believe I messed that up. Power Rangers. All right. So the GID for Power Rangers changed. Let's verify that. There it is. If you notice, it was 1012. Now it's 1020. So let's move it back. Say they don't like it. Let's move it back. Let's go. We can always change that back to 1012. Boom. And verify it. There it is. Right back. And now we're done for today. So thank you guys. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for the continued support on my RHCSA journey. I'm going to post a video sometime this weekend to give a couple of days off here to this weekend. And we're gonna go over some more file management essential stuff, essential commands we're gonna go over. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the support on this journey and walking through this journey with me. I really am grateful for you all. So thank you. You guys have a wonderful evening, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.